horrifying things narcissists do when they're alone, you'll be shocked to see. Narcissists often prefer solitude, but what exactly do they do when they're alone? They continuously strive to maintain their fragile self-esteem, balancing precariously on an emotional tightrope. They seek validation from others to feel stable, while any criticism can destabilize them. As a result, narcissists struggle with being alone and are constantly seeking new sources of validation. In today's video, I will discuss 7 activities that narcissists engage in when they're by themselves. Be sure to watch until the end to uncover what they avoid doing entirely. It would be wonderful if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to show your support. Let's dive in. 1. Validation is essential. For narcissists, validation is as vital as air. They need a constant supply to function. This necessity drives their need to control their sources of validation meticulously. Imagine a scuba diver about to embark on a deep dive, repeatedly checking their oxygen levels to ensure a safe journey. Similarly, narcissists depend on praise and approval to sustain their inflated self-worth and image. Without sufficient validation, they feel insecure, insignificant, inadequate, vulnerable, and profoundly ashamed. Consequently, they perpetually fantasize about and pursue success, power, beauty, intelligence, wealth, and the ideal love that they believe will affirm their worth. 2. Self-pride. Narcissists spend a lot of time thinking about themselves, their accomplishments, and how superior they believe they are to others. When alone, they might engage in activities that inflate their ego, such as fantasizing about future success or reminiscing about past achievements. They often dream of acquiring something or someone that will bring them happiness and make them feel deserving of universal love and respect. When feeling confident, they frequently reach out to others through texts or calls to boast and seek validation. 3. Social networks. When a narcissist is alone, social media often becomes their go-to platform for seeking admiration. They use social media to showcase themselves and receive praise. They frequently post about their achievements or possessions to boost their self-esteem. Narcissists also send messages, whether to acquaintances or strangers, that are flirtatious, love-bombing, or simply designed to garner attention and compliments. They may comment on others' posts to attract attention or provoke arguments to create drama. Ultimately, their social media activity is driven by self-serving motives. However, social media can also backfire, making them feel worse about their own lives when they compare themselves to others' seemingly perfect posts. 4. Planning and strategy. When alone, narcissists often engage in meticulous planning and strategizing to manipulate others and maintain their image of superiority. They might devise ways to exploit vulnerabilities in relationships to elicit sympathy or understanding or plot revenge against those they perceive as having wronged them. Their planning and scheming aim to create situations that fulfill their needs for power, respect, admiration, and validation, regardless of the impact on others. For example, if invited to a party, they might spend considerable time planning their entrance and interactions to ensure they stand out and receive attention and praise. They carefully select their attire, appearance, makeup, accessories, and even conversation topics to appear more intelligent, humorous, and successful. They may also plan to create drama, chaos, or conflict to remain in the spotlight. If any part of their plan fails, they might react with intense anger and shame, leading to impulsive and destructive behavior. 5. Reflecting. When alone, narcissists tend to ruminate, repeatedly analyzing conversations or interactions that boost their self-esteem. They focus on moments that make them feel superior, successful, or admired. They replay instances of praise, dominance, or being the center of attention to reinforce their inflated self-importance. They also obsess over perceived slights or criticisms, reframing these events to minimize their own faults and shift the blame onto others. This constant reflection helps them maintain their grandiose self-image and avoid confronting their own shortcomings. 6. Manipulative messaging. When alone, narcissists often turn to their phones as a tool for manipulation and control. They create drama, assert dominance, and stir up trouble from a distance. One tactic they use is triangulation, where they involve a third party in their interactions by comparing or contrasting people. This strategy sows doubt, jealousy, and fear, isolating individuals and making them easier to manipulate. 7. Acts of impulsivity. Alone with their thoughts, narcissists often feel intense shame. To escape these feelings, they engage in impulsive behaviors that provide immediate gratification, such as substance abuse, excessive shopping, or reckless sexual encounters. These actions serve as instant distractions, offering a temporary escape from their emotional turmoil. 8. Revisiting old sources of validation. When new sources of validation are scarce or too much effort to pursue, narcissists often return to old ones. They keep a list of former partners who haven't completely cut ties. These ex-partners may feel flattered by the renewed attention, but in reality, they are just a fallback option for the narcissist to quickly regain their sense of importance. They might flirt, complain about their current partner, or claim they can't get over their ex to rapidly secure the validation they crave. What they avoid. Narcissists never confront the truth or their own shame. They spend most of their waking hours manipulating others to maintain their delusional self-image, avoiding the painful reality of their inner sadness, loneliness, emptiness, and shame. If you find yourself constantly seeking approval to bolster a fragile ego, you might be dealing with narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. This isn't the only potential issue, but if you suspect you have NPD, consulting a mental health professional who specializes in this disorder can be beneficial. They can help you manage symptoms, regulate emotions, and develop healthier ways to handle shame and relationships. Unfortunately, narcissists are often the last to admit fault or inadequacy. When criticized or caught in wrongdoing, they build defenses, blame others, and distort reality to protect their ego. They then seek out individuals who will reinforce their false self-image and distorted narratives. Their skill in finding enablers who excuse their behavior is a testament to their inability to face themselves and address the deep-seated shame underlying their problems. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to show your support. Click the link above to learn more about narcissistic personality disorder.
Ever crossed paths with someone seemingly indifferent to your feelings? Perhaps they radiated extreme self-centeredness. Interacting with such individuals, skilled in exploiting others, can be daunting. But fret not, for you wield the power to shield yourself. It's time to dismantle narcissists' fabricated worlds and reclaim authority over your life. Now let's explore 10 empowering phrases to confront narcissists and safeguard your well-being. Are you ready to reclaim your power? Let's embark on this journey. First, release your grasp. Engaging with narcissists can be draining, especially when they cling relentlessly to dominance in conflicts or competitions. Driven by an unquenchable thirst for victory, they refuse to yield, even when cornered. Their tenacity might spark frustration in you. However, remember, it's a battle of the mind. Trust your instincts and refuse to let their actions dictate your reactions. Stand fearlessly and resolutely. In time, they'll relent. Expect counterattacks, but take comfort in asserting your autonomy and prioritizing your well-being. Let go confidently, knowing you're defending yourself and your mental health. Number 2. Embrace your right to refuse a narcissist. Simply uttering the word no can feel like a direct blow to a narcissist's fragile ego. It punctures their facade of strength and undermines their sense of being adored. Avoiding this word becomes their top priority, leading them to resort to manipulation and control to sway situations in their favor. Nevertheless, it's crucial to stand firm and defend your boundaries by employing the power of no when necessary. If a narcissist requests something that jeopardizes your safety or well-being, it's entirely valid to decline. Should they persist in pressuring you, prioritize your own welfare and distance yourself from their influence before any harm is done. Remember, you have every right to establish your own limits and reject their demands. Embrace the idea that self-care should never be tainted by the false guilt imposed by their deceptive tactics. Number 3. Echo these words. I'm indifferent. Narcissists hunger for attention and will go to great lengths to validate their sense of self-importance and righteousness. The draining experience of being in close quarters with such individuals cannot be overstated. Yet, there exists a potent phrase capable of halting a narcissist in their tracks. I'm indifferent. Though deceptively straightforward, this trio of words strikes at the very heart of a narcissist's vanity. Their entire self-worth is tethered to external validation, rendering I'm indifferent as a rejection of everything they strive to be acknowledged for. It's akin to denying them a reason to exist. Understanding why narcissists crave copious amounts of admiration can be perplexing. They lack genuine insight into their own identity and perpetually seek external validation to validate their existence. Without someone else deeming them significant, they struggle to experience a genuine sense of self. Number 4. Refuse their grasp of control. Navigating a narcissist's relentless desire for dominance can be a daunting task. However, it's crucial to understand that you hold the power to establish boundaries and thwart their manipulative efforts. Asserting yourself and putting an end to their hold over you may seem intimidating, but it's imperative for your mental well-being. Approach the situation with poise and take the reins. Clearly communicate that you won't tolerate being treated as a puppet and demand to be treated with dignity. Asserting your boundaries doesn't necessitate aggression or confrontation. By calmly delineating your limits and conveying them to the narcissist, you might even earn their begrudging respect. While their reaction may veer toward anger, it's a preferable alternative to yielding to their whims. Number 5. Declare, it's not about you. When it feels like the narcissist believes the universe revolves around them, enduring their behaviors can be mentally and emotionally draining. Nonetheless, it's crucial to remember that their actions don't define your worth or value. When a narcissist attempts to belittle you or make every situation about themselves, firmly state, it's not about you. These words carry immense weight, signaling that their actions and beliefs don't hold sway over your life. Maintain a steadfast stance, refusing to let their conduct impact your self-perception. Remind yourself that while their world may revolve around them, yours doesn't have to follow suit. Stay focused on your priorities and don't allow the actions of a narcissist to undermine your self-esteem. Number 6. Advocate for self-reflection and accountability. Encountering individuals who evade responsibility for their actions can be deeply frustrating. However, it's crucial to recognize that you can only control your own conduct, not that of others. While expecting accountability from others might pose challenges, it's vital for fostering healthy relationships. When dealing with a narcissist who consistently shirks responsibility, employing the right language becomes essential to deflate their ego. Even if the narcissist attempts to deflect blame or guilt-trip you for holding them accountable, stand firm. Speaking out against their shortcomings doesn't signify weakness. Rather, it demonstrates strength and resilience. Number 7. Challenge their sense of adequacy. Interacting with narcissists often entails enduring their incessant need for validation and admiration. Their boasting about superiority while disparaging others can become tiresome. However, telling a narcissist you're not enough shatters their facade, rendering their words and actions meaningless. They crumble beneath the weight of this assertion. When confronted with the realization that their inflated ego doesn't align with their actual abilities or achievements, narcissists experience profound devastation. It hits them like a blow to the ego, leaving them feeling inadequate and prompting a reckoning with their true selves. Narcissists often construct a shield of confidence and superiority to mask their deep-seated weaknesses and insecurities. Even if they attempt to dismiss your criticism, they may harbor feelings of inadequacy and a lack of self-worth. Number 9. Assert, "My life is my responsibility." In the realm of a narcissist's influence, accepting responsibility or admitting fault can be perceived as a direct challenge to their dominance and authority. However, it's imperative to recognize that accountability isn't about asserting dominance, but rather about embracing personal responsibility. This shift empowers us to liberate ourselves from the grip of manipulation and control, seizing control over our own destinies and actions. When a narcissist witnesses their target assuming responsibility for their life and choices, their reaction may be hostile. They might resort to disruptive behavior or cling tightly to their desire for control. Nonetheless, it's crucial to stand firm and prioritize personal growth and self-determination. Narcissists often rely on external validation and distractions to evade confronting their own issues and insecurities. However, true resolution can only be achieved by confronting these challenges head-on, rather than seeking solace in the manipulation of others. Number 10. Affirm, "Your belief is mistaken." Narcissists are known for their acute sensitivity to criticism. When confronted with their errors, they often react with intense anger or attempts to belittle the critic. But what happens when their ego is confronted with the undeniable truth of their mistake? In such instances, their response may escalate even further. Narcissists loathe being proven wrong and fear exposure as fraudulent. Consequently, pointing out their mistakes can trigger fury and retaliation, despite the mistake being their own doing initially. It's crucial to recognize that receiving constructive criticism is a natural aspect of personal and professional growth. Making errors is intrinsic to our humanity, as nobody is immune to them. Developing a positive response to feedback is vital for resilience and nurturing meaningful relationships. When a narcissist reacts adversely to criticism, navigating the situation can be challenging, but maintaining composure and diplomacy can help mitigate conflict. Ultimately, while attempting to alter a narcissist's mindset or behavior might seem appealing, it's often wiser to prioritize our own well-being by maintaining a distance from them. Safeguarding ourselves from the detrimental effects of narcissistic behavior entails prioritizing safety, mental health, and overall wellness. If these words have sparked a glimmer of hope and direction within you, know that you are not navigating this journey alone. Countless individuals find themselves entangled in complex relationships with narcissists, and it's imperative to have access to the tools and support necessary to navigate these challenging circumstances successfully. When facing narcissistic dynamics, reaching out for assistance or guidance is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous step towards empowerment. Whether it's through therapy, support groups, or confiding in trusted friends and family, there are various avenues available to provide the help and resources needed to move forward. So, if you find yourself grappling with the presence of a narcissistic individual in your life, take comfort in the knowledge that you are not alone. If you require assistance, please refer to the information provided in the description. Remember to share your insights and experiences in the comments section below, and if you found value in this video, don't hesitate to click the like button. Above all, prioritize self-care and ensure your safety as you navigate through this journey of healing and growth. When a narcissist loses control of your life, they will become a crazy and disgusting clown. Regret is a common emotion experienced by many of us at some point in our lives. It arises when we acknowledge that a past action or inaction has led to an undesirable outcome. Regret holds significant power, often negatively impacting our mental well-being. In this piece, we delve into the question of whether narcissists truly experience regret when losing someone. To grasp this concept, it's crucial to understand the root of remorse and whether individuals can genuinely overcome it. Remorse typically stems from feelings of guilt or regret, arising from the realization that different actions could have been taken in the past. For some, remorse serves as a catalyst for behavioral change and making better decisions in the future. However, for others, it may persist as a source of ongoing anxiety and self-doubt. The ability to navigate and overcome remorse often hinges on an individual's level of self-awareness and emotional intelligence. The question of whether narcissists genuinely mourn the loss of a loved one is complex. Narcissists can be likened to predators, reliant on the energy and resources of those around them for sustenance. They strive to project an image of omnipotence, concealing their true vacuous, sensitive, and insecure nature. In essence, their response to grief and loss differs significantly. Narcissists diverge from the norm in that they lack the capacity to experience genuine sorrow. Their focus remains solely on their own needs and desires, viewing others merely as tools to fulfill their objectives. Consequently, when faced with the loss of someone, they do not experience feelings of remorse or guilt. This is because they fail to perceive individuals as autonomous beings with their own emotions and desires. Instead, a narcissist might offer apologies as a means to regain control over the person they've lost. In their quest to manipulate the situation, they may employ tactics to induce feelings of guilt or responsibility in the individual for the loss. Alternatively, they may endeavor to win back the individual by making false promises of change or by resorting to flattery and manipulation. However, these superficial apologies lack authenticity, as they stem not from genuine feelings of remorse or guilt. The current dilemma revolves around whether narcissists genuinely regret losing someone. While they may experience a form of sorrow, it's unlike what one might traditionally understand or empathize with. It's natural to harbor self-doubt following a setback, be it the demise of a relationship, the loss of a job, or any other disappointment. Yet, here lies my regret, lamenting the actions not taken. However, sadness assumes a distinct meaning in the realm of narcissism. A narcissist perceives only those objects and individuals that hold significance to their self-serving agenda. It's akin to peering through a keyhole and glimpsing solely the objects and individuals deemed valuable. Those who fervently cater to the narcissist's fabricated image are the ones deemed valuable, merely a means to sustain their facade. If you provided the narcissist with ample attention, resources, intimacy, or any other desired commodity, you were merely a sought-after commodity, valued not for genuine affection or friendship, but for utility, for the narcissist could not fulfill their needs elsewhere. In the realm of narcissism, sadness is a foreign concept, experienced quite differently from the depths of genuine human emotion. My regret over their departure isn't rooted in a heartfelt sentiment for their well-being. Rather, it's a lamentation over the loss of access to their utility and benefits. Their absence leaves a void not of affection, but of convenience, a void that must be filled with a replacement who can match their demands and attention. It's akin to the challenge of finding a new partner or employee who can meet their standards and fulfill their needs, a task far less appealing than maintaining the status quo. They may yearn for the comfort of a devoted partner or the convenience of a dependable source of resources, But their remorse is not for the loss of genuine connection or companionship. Instead, it's a pragmatic acknowledgement of the inconvenience of seeking out new sources of supply. In their self-centered worldview, people are interchangeable commodities, valued solely for their utility in serving the narcissist's agenda. The truth is, narcissists are adept at seeking out assistance from any available source, regardless of emotional attachment or genuine connection. Their pursuit of fulfillment is driven solely by self-interest, devoid of empathy or concern for others. In their pursuit of self-gratification, they may feign remorse or offer apologies, but these gestures are merely strategic maneuvers aimed at manipulating emotions and maintaining control over their targets. So, if a narcissist reaches out with apologies or declarations of regret, it's not an indication of genuine remorse or a desire for reconciliation. Rather, it's a calculated attempt to undermine your confidence and manipulate your emotions, a ploy to keep you tethered to their agenda and abandon your own aspirations. In the realm of narcissism, genuine remorse is but a distant echo, a concept foreign to their moral compass. Unlike the rest of us, who navigate the complexities of right and wrong, narcissists operate in a world of their own making, where truth is twisted and morality is a mere illusion. Remember, their concern begins and ends with themselves. Consider how our sense of right and wrong serves as a guiding light, illuminating our path and informing our choices. It's what helps us learn from our mistakes, empathize with others, and distinguish between genuine remorse and empty apologies. But for a narcissist, this awareness is absent. They are blind to the consequences of their actions, indifferent to the suffering they cause, as long as their image remains untarnished. Even when faced with evidence of their wrongdoing, narcissists remain unmoved, unburdened by guilt or remorse. Their sole concern is self-preservation, maintaining the facade of perfection at any cost. So, don't expect genuine remorse from a narcissist. It's a concept as foreign to them as empathy or compassion. When someone fails to appreciate your true essence, mourning their departure becomes futile. They merely exploited your vitality and resources for their own gain. It's imperative for other survivors to grasp the fabrication of these falsehoods and learn how to persevere. I'm eager to hear your encounters with narcissists. Feel free to share your stories in the comments below, as we'll delve deeper into this topic on a future episode. Until then, let's hold off on the healing process. Narcissists may feign regret, but it differs vastly from genuine remorse. Their lack of empathy prevents them from grasping the harm caused by their actions to those they supposedly hold dear. Losing someone doesn't evoke sadness or guilt in them. Instead, they view individuals as disposable tools. Any expression of remorse from a narcissist is merely a ploy to regain control. While they may regret the consequences of their actions, it's not genuine remorse. It's essential to identify these warning signs when in a relationship with a narcissist and not fall prey to their deceit. If you found this discussion insightful, please share your thoughts and queries below. We'll continue the conversation until we meet again. Have a wonderful day.